Hi friends, how are you? I just taught some piano lessons and now I'm just sitting at my piano having fun and drinking from my very special cup. So far we have 0 people with us. So this is exciting. I have almost 5,000 subscribers. The last I looked I had 25 to go. Maybe if all of you told 2 people about my videos, that would help. Although if you just posted it on your Facebook or something, that would probably be telling more people, unless you only have 2 Facebook friends. No one's here. I'm just going to play the piano. Warming up. I'm too close to the bench. I see a person. Hi. Who is it? Say something. Hi, Paul. How are you? Paul wrote something, literally. What time is it where you are? I've been trying to hit all the time zones, and I had a quiet moment for the time being, which will last until Sabrina decides she doesn't want to watch her movie anymore. I'm doing pretty good. I just finished teaching some piano lessons. I bought a new shirt yesterday. I wasn't sure if I liked it or not because it has like the little, I call it a cleavage window. It doesn't actually show any cleavage, but that's what I call those things. I usually just wear t-shirts and that sort of thing. What's going on with you? This is like Skype, but YouTube? I guess so. How's the stream? Is it laggy at all? Don't look at my mess behind me. I wonder if YouTube is going to do a fix so that the comments don't disappear and then reappear. I should be able to type a comment, but... You think your computer is laggy? What does this button do? I can mute the microphone. Why would I want to mute the microphone? What does this button do? Oh, there's a button that makes it so I can change the way the picture looks. That's weird. Like, can you see the bubbles? I did not know this existed. You see bubbles now? I hope everyone can see the bubbles. Okay, let's try the different... Oh, this one's dance party. Now I have to dance. I had no idea this was a thing. Look at that. I'm never going to stop live streaming with all of these features. Hi Shinso, how are you? Welcome to the party. Okay, this one is Dream. Glamour. Does this look glamorous? Beam. Oh, it's like the olden days. Look at that. I'm doing good, Shinso. I just taught some piano lessons and I'm just hanging out in my music room at the piano. Okay, this one is Dawn. I don't see a big difference there. Sepia. Silver screen. Now I feel like a movie star. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's the last option there. I think I'm gonna go back to the bubbles. I like bubbles. Wait, can I pop the bubbles? They don't pop. Okay. I'm gonna do dance party and just kind of stay in that mode. Can I go back to the comments? I don't see people's comments now. Okay, are you guys still there? Say something. Okay, I see your comments. I hope they fix this thing. I should be able to see the comments constantly, otherwise there's this lag where I don't see anything. What's your favorite song? I'm not going to play it, I don't play by ear. I know this one. I have to get my piano fixed because I think the kids broke some hammers. One morning they were having a party on my piano. When I came down, one of the keys was drooping. So the low F doesn't make any noise unless I pound it, which is not cool. Very annoyed about that. This is one of the books I teach from for beginners. This is actually the same book I learned from in kindergarten, only a different edition. You never learned piano? Piano is so good for you. I never wanted to do recitals though. I had a teacher who was, I wouldn't really say mean, but he obviously didn't really like children. And he was impatient. And I think he resented the fact that he had to teach piano to get by. I started piano when I was in kindergarten, so I was about 4 or 5 when I remember walking upstairs and asking my parents if I could have piano lessons, and they had kind of a funny look on their faces and they said, okay. And they never had to ask me to practice, and now that I'm a teacher I realize that's pretty unusual, and it made me feel more annoyed that my teacher didn't appreciate me more, because I know he must have had students who weren't practicing, but I actually liked practicing, and sometimes my parents had to tell me to step away from the piano because I was getting frustrated. Do you guys play any instruments at all? I can also play my son's violin a little bit. Yeah, I never learned the Entertainer actually because all my friends were playing it and I decided I wasn't going to play it. Hi Deborah. Hi Charlie. How are you? You play Guitar Hero. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Full FX. Hi Bernie. I've just been playing with the features in here. I have to show people the bubbles. Yo, you. I don't know. You must have subscribed at some point. Wait, maybe YouTube has issues where they subscribe people who weren't subscribed, just like they unsubscribe people. I make videos a lot of the time where I mess with scammers, and I was just trying to call one. Oh, if you guys want to mess with someone, the number is 305-203-3873. So my phone, this is what my phone's been doing. If I put it on speakerphone, it cuts out, and then it says, actually it went blank. Now it says line on hold. Tell me about yourself, yo. Hi, John. Oh, yeah, I'll repeat the phone number. 305-203-3873. A friend just got that message earlier today, and I was trying my darndest to call it, but my phone is just giving me problems. I never seem to run out of things to replace in this house. I need some more water from my frozen cup. Yeah, they said something to her about the treasury. Hi, Fall in Love. This bubble thing is actually through YouTube's streaming, so it's exciting. Hi, Shannon. Shannon, I want to mess with people with my phone. See, if I put it on speaker, it just cuts out after 1 second. Sometimes if I talk to someone for a while, just on regular, it'll start working after a while. So I'm feeling very annoyed that I can't call any scammers right now. Hi, Aquamarine. See if I can get my speaker to work. Won't work. Come on. Deborah, you should go make dinner instead of watching me. That's the responsible thing to do. Paul, you have an idea for my next scammer video? These phones are more expensive than you would think they are. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, Bernie, my phone's broken. It actually was cutting out way back when I was talking to Ajwin. I kept doing that. I'll keep trying. Not working. Now it just won't turn on. Hi, Mallory. If I miss anyone, I'm sorry. The comments kind of come and go. Okay. I'm gonna call my mom. Don't be excited, I can't put her on speakerphone. Call a scammer and order a pizza? I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. It'll be until someone... Hi! I'm trying to fix my phone. Well, the speakerphone isn't working, but sometimes it starts to work after I've been talking to someone for a while. I'm actually live streaming right now, and people wanted me to call a scammer, but I called you instead. No one can hear you, though. A scammer, well, I don't have you on speakerphone because my speakerphone doesn't work right now. So a scammer called my friend, and I really wanted to call them, but I can't. Well, I could, but no one would be able to hear it. So she got one of those robot messages from the U.S. Treasury saying that if she doesn't call back, they will consider it, I don't remember the words they used, but it was funny because not even their robots speak good English. Okay, I'm going to try putting it on speaker, see if it works. It'll probably just hang up on you, though. Okay, hang on. And then you can hang up if it works. Oh, Maggie says, hi, Music's mom. They call me music. Oh, Bernie also says, tell your mom we say hi. Yeah. So YouTube has a new thing on their app where you can live stream, but it also has different features where you can make it look like there are bubbles in the room and also like a strobe light and stuff. No, it was a disco ball. So I'm having fun. Okay, I'm going to try the speakerphone and see if it works or if it hangs up on you. If it hangs up on you, then love you, bye. Okay, here we go. Don't hang up. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's working.
Yes.
No. Oh, it hung up on my mom. Darn it. Darn this thing. Hello? Oh, you're still there. Hi. The speakers? No, the speaker's not working. It's disappointing. Okay. All right, I'm saying hi to people. Hi, Hydro. Well, okay, well, I'm going to go entertain everyone now to the best of my ability without talking to scammers. Okay, love you. Bye. That is my favorite line in Edward Scissorhands. Darn this stuff. If you guys haven't seen Edward Scissorhands, the lady sells Avon, and everybody's rejecting her, so she finally goes up to the castle and she finds Edward, and she's trying this, I don't even know what it is, some kind of concealer, and it has like a purpley color, and the consistency just is messed up. And she says, darn this stuff. Yo asks, why am I doing YouTube? Because I like to entertain people, and I also like to spread awareness about scammers and the many different types of scams. I have a friend whose aunt has been scammed for at least $25,000 because she has dementia. It's actually the same scammer that keeps taking advantage of her and stealing from her. And I also had a scammer call my house and actually said my husband's name and said that he had an arrest warrant. That is the only time they have ever called us by name here, and it was really kind of disturbing, and we had just moved into the house. But most of the calls we get are for an elderly woman, actually, and man, Roger and Sylvia. It seems that they probably got ripped off by people or fake charities and that sort of thing. Bye, yo! Sorry you subscribed to me without your consent. Catherine says, a scammer called a couple of days ago, and she goes, my husband acted like he was drunk and said strange things in answer to all his questions, and the scammer hung up. Hi, Mark. Yo, I thought you were leaving. Now you're saying stuff in another language. But really, you should check out some of my videos. So I was saying at the beginning of the stream that I have 25 to go until I reach 5,000 subscribers. Maggie, thank you. I actually used to prank call my mom with an old lady voice because she had a boss at a place that she was cleaning, and her messages made me laugh, and so I would call my mom and ask her to do bizarre cleaning things, such as, I was just wondering, could you pick up the building, vacuum underneath it, and then put it back down if it's not too much trouble? I used to say Beavis quotes too until my mom was laughing / crying. as she told me to stop it. Bernie, my old lady voice was good? Yeah, oh, sometimes I start to imitate friends and without really realizing it, and another friend will say, "Ooh, do me, do me." Hi, Elisa. Aren't the bubbles funny? I was just pushing all these different buttons at the bottom of my tablet here going, what is this? And discovered the bubble thing and the dance party and the silver screen. So much fun. I'll do this one at Halloween. Yes, Bernie, I teach piano and some voice too. I love it. Have a good day, Paul, or evening, or I don't know what time it is for you. So I used to talk like Cartman a lot too. I stopped watching South Park because it just kind of got worse and worse. But they're so dang cute, and I wish they would make like a children's version of that show. Like the one where he says, "Hey, Mom, I found an Ethiopian. Can I keep him?" And then he names the Ethiopian Starvin Marvin, which is horrible. One of my favorite things was when he was talking about Scuzzlebutt, which is the monster that has, instead of a leg, he has a celery stalk, and his other leg is TV's Patrick Duffy. And the kids say, "That's not scary, Cartman." And he goes, "I guess it is. Have you ever seen Step by Step?" Which is funny if you have seen Step by Step. It's one of those cheesy sitcoms. You guys have disappeared again. I hope they fix this. Hi, John. John says my English accent is scary good. Some people have actually been angered by my English accent. So I get mixed reviews about that. Other people saying, that's not how we talk. And, well, it was meant to be more funny than anything because the scammers could call up thinking that they sound like real Americans or something. And at the time, IRX Scammers was doing a lot of, pretending to be Southern and stuff. And I said, oh, I should call them and pretend to be British. It was just for fun. And then people would say, oh, I should have said nappy instead of diaper. Well, they probably would have said, huh? They wouldn't know what I meant. Hi, Kimber. Kimber says she always does a Southern accent for scammers. When I do a Southern accent, I really don't know what state it's from. Fall in Love says, sorry, I can't talk. Fall in Love says, hi, I'm Ajman. Just kidding. John says they are just stuck up English people who do American accents badly. Okay, I feel better now. My kids learn how to do English accents from watching Harry Potter. Shannon says, have you had any help from your mom to get back at scammers? No, I don't think so. I think if they call her, she probably messes with them. Oh, she actually likes to mess with email scammers and waste their time. I think I just saw a comment from Catherine. Is there any buffering at all? I'm pretty close to the router, so it should be okay, I think. But we have CenturyLink, and sometimes the Wi-Fi is really bad. Kimber says, I usually pretend I'm from Kentucky and am the founder of KFC. Hi, please help. You like the bubbles? That's actually a thing that YouTube has, and I didn't know it. I was just playing with the buttons at the bottom of the tablet and found all these fun things. All right. So here's another one. When new people show up, I just have to show all the different features. Bye, Bernie. Hope you have a good dinner. Oh, okay, you're asking if I saw Edward's new video? Are you talking about Adam? Oh, they said that he's going to get the death penalty. No, I haven't seen that yet. I was teaching lessons earlier and had to drop my son off for his first day of work. Oh, someone's coming in the door, I think. Scammers call me and I call them. Isn't that fun? Hi, travel agent. Is that travel agent? Is that what it's short for? Some of you, I don't even know if you're a man or a woman. Yeah, there's lots of fun features on here. This one, okay. That just adds a little bit of color like you're in a dream. How do I best waste an IRS scammer's time? I just like to play dumb. And lately they'll ask you what phone number did you call from, because if they don't recognize your phone number, then they think you're messing with them. So they are very suspicious right now. And so what I like to do is just pretend I'm very upset and start fake crying at the beginning in hopes that they will skip the "what is your phone number" question. Thanks, travel agent. Speaking British is fun. Yeah, I love messing with scammers. My friends and family always say that I'm very witty and stuff, and that I should do like improv, or other people say I should do like stand-up comedy or something, but I feel like it's more fun to play off of people, because I actually have a fear of public speaking. The idea of being on a stage telling a bunch of jokes that's a terrifying thought. Hi, little piece. Hi, Pisty. You're female? Okay, good to know. It's kind of interesting to read the analytics, because it says my viewers are 60% male and 40% female, but it seems like more of the comments are from females. So do you guys just like to comment less? I don't know. Thanks, Maggie. My family, we're all kind of on the witty side, and so when we play games like Loaded Questions, it gets pretty hilarious. Okay, please help says there's a barber in town got arrested for selling drugs. Oh my gosh. She says, I was his customer for years. I never knew he was a barber. Nice. Good joke. So my uncle told me this joke years ago, where he says, what's the difference between toilet paper and a shower curtain? So when the person says, I don't know what. So you're the one. Good one, huh? Anybody know what time it is, Pacific time? I have to pick up my son at 4. Probably not anywhere close to that. John says, "Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9." Heard that one. Someone's knocking at the door, and I think it's just my son. Carmen,
What?
will you get the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you locking? Oh!
Okay, I'm live streaming.
It's so cold in here.
No, I didn't lock my kid out. He locked himself out.
No, I didn't. I went outside and then I come back home and it's
Well,
locked.
I always lock the door because some people like to break into people's houses and stuff.
I'm breaking into your house.
Well, years ago, I had some detectives come over to take my DNA sample. And I left my door unlocked when they forgot something. And then she said, "Do you always leave your door unlocked?" And I said no. And she was very emphatic that we always lock our door no matter what time of day it is. Because they had a lot of cases where someone's on drugs or drunk or something and they wander into the wrong home. And that leads to some very scary situations. Oh, we got a knock-knock joke. Who's there? I'm waiting. Etch? Are you gonna make me say something bad? Etch who? No, you made me sneeze. That's funny. If I were to try anything, I don't think it would be stand-up comedy. I think it would be doing... I would love to be on Saturday Night Live or even just to write for Saturday Night Live because I have all of these ideas all the time. Like, oh, you know what would make a funny skit? Like, well, this is way back when Will Ferrell was still on it, but I remember telling my friends there should be a skit where the Incredible Hulk is at an anger management class and everybody loves to get a rise out of him just because they like to see him turn green and lose control. And I just kind of pictured him going, "Darn it, that's like my 3rd shirt this week." Why is it his shirt always ripped and fell off, but not his pants? I mean, we don't want his pants to fall off, but it doesn't really make sense. And maybe he should wear spandex. Like, how much money does the Incredible Hulk spend on clothing? Elisa, you sent me a message? When did you send me a message? Sometimes I don't check my email accounts that often. I still haven't added everything to my tablet. Pisty, you're in Denmark? Hi, Shannon. Shannon, you're a guy? That is good to know because Shannon can be for either one. Okay, I'm waiting for the comments to come up again. Okay. Oh, what did one flag say to another? Nothing, they just waved. That's a good one. I'm going to tell these to my kids later. Oh, I can make the comments go up and down. Cool. Sorry about my finger. Have I ever made a scammer cry? I don't know. I like to think that they cried after they hung up and realized I just wasted an hour of their time. I always try to waste at least half an hour because I figure. Oh, who was this? Hello? It was Donald Trump. I don't take calls from him. Sorry about my finger again. I'm missing comments. Okay, Please Help says, this one time I slept in late and got a knock at my door, so I go out to see. I opened the door while still in my PJs, and my vision was blurry. And when my vision cleared up, I saw a sheriff's badge. What did you do? Yeah, Donald Trump calls me all the time. He won't stop calling. It's annoying. Well, first someone else talks, and then they say they have a message from Donald Trump. Hey, what was I talking about before Donald Trump called me? Oh, so I try to keep scammers on for at least half an hour because I figure that's about the length of time it takes to actually scam a person. Unless they live really far away from the store. I don't really know how long it typically takes for a person to fall for it. I imagine a lot of people are probably hesitant and don't just run to the store immediately. That would be interesting to know. Your stomach went through your throat. Please help. One time we had the cops knocking on our door in the middle of the night, which the timing was awesome because my husband hurt his back at work and I was visiting my mom and he asked if I would come home because he was having to take some heavy painkillers and needed someone to come home and make sure he kept breathing. So I came home and I'm usually a light sleeper, but for some reason, I was in a really deep sleep that night, and he was shaking me because he woke up to the knock at the door. And so it's like 1 or 2 a.m., and I thought he was just drugged and dreaming it or something. And he said, someone's knocking on the door. And I said, yeah, whatever. No, they're not. And he said, no, they've been knocking for a long time. So I went out into the hallway, and I hear the knocking, which is really loud, and a guy yelling, open the door! And I'm thinking, there is a psycho at my door. And so I start to reach for the phone to call 911, and then the guy yells that it's the police and screams for me to open the door. So I go to the door, and I said through the door, what's going on? And I was totally disoriented, and he goes, open the door! So I opened it, and he says, ma'am, we got a call that there was a domestic disturbance here. And I went, huh? And he says, where's your husband? In bed. And so he shined a flashlight around, and I at first said, are you sure you have the right apartment? Yes, we're sure. And I said, okay. So I'm guessing they probably had the wrong building. It was one of those apartment complexes where they have the Z building and above. So after he shined the flashlight around, he goes, I guess we have the wrong place. And I go, and it took me hours to get back to sleep after that. But our oldest was 2 then, and he actually slept through it, so that was good. And unusual for him. Have you guys ever had the cops at your door mistakenly? Elisa says she's been getting phone calls that leave messages that give vague details and odd numbers. They're going through Google Voice Phone. Oh, yeah, definite scammers. I heard a lot of them use a thing called Magic Jack. But I hear Magic Jack will shut down the numbers pretty quick when they're reported. Please Help says the cops asked if they knew anything about a drug addict living in the neighborhood. It's always nice. I think. Oh, Little Piece said, had them shining a light in my bedroom once. Were they looking for someone? Storm Spotter. Yes, I know what a bassoon is. Plays very low and it's cool. I'm actually friends with someone who plays bassoon in our symphony. Little Piece. Neighbors called about a crying baby? Travel agent says... Alright, disappearing again. Okay, sheriff knocked at my door about 5 years ago looking for the ex. It was a summons issued by the local bank. He left town and left them on the hook for $1.2 million. That's crazy. I'm in Ensign Symphony and Chorus. I actually have a playlist that shows some of our songs. We sang on a Christmas album that came out like last year with Jennifer Thomas. Bye, Deborah. Have a good night. Go make your dinner. Travel agent says her ex was the biggest scammer of all. I just swallowed a piece of ice whole. It feels awesome. Bye, Deborah. Let me try my phone one more time, see if it'll magically work. Sometimes... Nope. This is very disappointing. I'm gonna have to cave and buy a new phone. They're so expensive. Of course, most people would like me to get a cell phone, but then if I have a cell phone and no landline, then multiple people in my family would have to have cell phones, and that's not happening. Maggie says, one day people who were trespassing on our property called the police because my husband was photographing wildflowers and the trespassers thought he was photographing them. Nice. One time we had this neighbor who called the police on my parents for cutting down a tree in their own yard. And it was like a tree they had planted. It was dead, so they cut it down. Oh, I just saw something about Better Boy. I have to wait for the comments to appear again. Dying to see what you said about Butter Boy. I loved Butter Boy. I kept calling him again and again, and he picks up and goes, again. Okay, now that I've watched your videos on my iPhone, I asked Siri to give me the nickname Butter Boy. That's awesome. He wants to hear some songs. So I think I still... This low F is not working. It's a Christmas song, though. My kids destroyed my low F. When you're a musician, you get to start doing Christmas music in like September. I have to get someone to come out and fix my piano. music pitch? Kind of, I guess. I don't play by ear, though. I never really learned how to play by ear. Except for this song, which took me forever. Of course, that one's also my broken key. My friend Heather just messaged to say that she's watching me. Hi, Heather. Anyway, I ordered the sheet music for that years ago, and it was so not anywhere close to the real thing, and so I was very determined to figure it out on my own. It would be fun to get lessons just for the purpose of playing by ear. Hi, Fenner. I am going to make more videos. I was just explaining them having phone problems, and lots of times they won't even answer for me anymore because they don't recognize the phone number as being a number that called them. So they are very suspicious and worried about people messing with them, which they should be. Any chance of me and Adam getting together? I don't know. We haven't talked about that lately. I know he's got like 2 channels going on right now, and we're in, very different time zones, and lots of times we just can't really coordinate our schedules because usually when he's available to stream, I'm teaching piano. So it's kind of tricky. Any other questions from people? I've never really done a Q&A. I did a video where I said I was doing a Q&A, but I was actually asking questions to everybody else. I think Heather should message me a question. Can I sing Total Eclipse of the Heart? Without laughing? Maybe. Thanks, I'm glad you like my bubbles. I can't decide. Oh yeah, do I have any form of social media? You can follow me on Facebook. And I'm also on Twitter. Twitter, I tend to retweet lots of numbers of scammers and stuff. People tweet them to me and then I retweet. I always try to make sure that they really are scammer numbers because a lot of the times the numbers are spoofed, especially if it is a fake technical support one. So they will just use some innocent person's number and make it show up on the caller ID, which is something that happened to a friend of mine. So she had angry people calling her all day long saying that she called them when she didn't. So, Heather, did you just message me? I missed it. Say it again. Careless Whisper. You want me to sing Careless Whisper? Have you seen the saxophone guy who goes around making people mad playing that song? I don't think I can sing George Michael because I still feel sad about him. And the fact that people think I caused his death with my advent calendar. If you missed that, I'll have to put up the link later. I completed an advent calendar based on last Christmas, and then 2 days later he died on Christmas. Okay, so there's a site called Bad Numbers where I can find scammer numbers. Usually I would find them on 800 Notes. Or if there are any pop-ups on your computer that say call this number because your computer's infected, that's another good way to get them. But I don't recommend getting pop-ups. might have to wrap this up soon because I'm starting to not feel well again. I've been sick off and on for weeks. Oh, thanks, Fall in Love. Oh, like Frankie said, when will you visit me again? Soon. It's okay, I'm not horrible sick right now. I just kind of feel the need to maybe lie down. Little Peace asks, have you been looking out for my Auntie Debbie? Oh, I remember what you're talking about. Well, I haven't been in that area. Oh, Please Help says, I'm literally talking to an IRS scammer right now. Can you tell him you love him? You tell the scammer you love them. They love that. I think the best thing though is fake crying. Thank you, May. It'll pass eventually. I just am having a flare-up. John says I don't feel good either. I have hurt my back and all I did was sneeze. Oh, that does not feel good. You know what's fun? When you sneeze after you just gave birth. Yeah. I'm sure the women all know what I'm talking about. Well, the ones who have given birth. Every time I would forget about it, and the first time I would sneeze, oh man, I forgot how bad that feels. Please help. You told the scammer you hate him? No, you're supposed to flirt with them. When you're nice to them, it confuses them. And that keeps them on for longer. Or it makes them morbidly curious, I think. So there was one not too long ago who talked to me for 45 minutes when I was pretending to be the old lady. And first, he indicated he wanted to be intimate with me. But I said, you know, not outside of marriage. So then he proposed. And then we decided that we would meet outside the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. Storm Spotter, you played the bassoon for 2 hours? That is a long time. I played the clarinet for a year, a long, long time ago, and that was in 5th grade. And, well, I actually wanted to play the saxophone, and they already had enough people who wanted to do saxophone, and they said, well, you can switch from clarinet to saxophone later. But I just didn't have the passion for the clarinet, and then what it came down to was I didn't like playing an instrument that you have to take apart and put together and clean your spit out of. You don't have to do that with the piano. There is probably not any spit on my piano except for my kids. No, Fenner, I don't have 8 kids. I actually have 5 kids. Which is still a lot. It makes people's jaw drop. Okay, if a scammer asks me for my number, I'll give them a number to the police station. Exactly. The number to City Hall. Yes. I have given scammers other scammers' phone numbers. That's one of my favorite things to do. It makes me hope that they'll actually call each other and be like, what? Why are you calling me? Hi, Daniel. Thanks. So, a friend just a few days ago said that she got a call from the supposed sheriff's office that she didn't show up for a trial she was supposed to go to, and now she was in trouble. And it actually sounded legit, and the phone number looked local and everything, and she believed it until they started to talk about money and how she needed to pay. And then she knew it was not legit. But she actually went to the sheriff's office to make sure she wasn't supposed to show up to court. Oh, you love my accent? What, my fake British accent? I don't know what to sing. Yeah, Americans don't have accents. Other people have accents, right? What to sing, what to sing. You are my sunshine? Can I improv? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. There you go. What do you want? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Or do you want? Hi, Scambait Central. Did you know you can do bubbles on YouTube? That makes you want to live stream, right? I used to love to imitate. The bubbles are freaking you out? Let me put it on Dance Party. There, is that better? So I used to imitate Queen of the Night. It's really high. It's the angry German lady from the Magic Flute. Is that the right key? I can't do it right now. I wish I had the sheet music for that one though. Scambait Central, what are you up to? I'm having like sinus problems lately. I can't get up to that note when I'm having issues. I have to be like in perfect health. Daniel, I live in Washington State. Fenner says, you have the looks and voice, why not become an actor or a singer, please? Well, that would be fun. But I do have 5 kids, and that kind of complicates things. Oh. Scambait says, if I told you I'd be hijacking your live stream, so I won't. How would that be hijacking my live stream? Is my voice strong enough to break glass? I don't know. I hope not. That would get expensive. Get a tripod. I actually ordered tripod type thing for my tablet, and it said it takes 2 to 3 weeks to deliver. So we'll see. Scambait, I am okay publicizing your work. Everyone should go subscribe to Scambait Central. He tricked some scammers into performing the musical Oklahoma, and that was the most hilarious thing ever. I laughed and laughed about that. And they did so horribly. Granny says, your happy grin is taking me away from the political fights my friends are having. Thank you. You're welcome. Let's talk about politics. I'm kidding, we're not going to. See, Scambait, people are gonna subscribe to you now. I don't mind plugging people. I have tried to plug Alogical so much. She deserves so many subscribers. She's hilarious. And she will speak in Spanish a lot to the scammers, which gets them frustrated. She had a whole series where it was like 7, 8 videos at least, where she kept asking the guy to say nueve correctly, and I was seriously crying. I was laughing so hard. It's election year in New Zealand. Yeah, elections are fun. Are the politics as nasty over there as they are here? I just saw a message from Elisa. Let me know if you're looking for anything. I have sites. Oh, you're a member to get items less and free shipping. Oh, that's good to know. Daniel, I've been doing YouTube for about a year. Before that, I've had the same channel basically, but before that, it was just private videos with my family. I still have a lot to learn, and I've been watching lots of videos on how to increase views and subscribers and everything, and I kind of lack the tech skills, and I just downloaded an app that will help me make better thumbnails, hopefully. There's lots of videos on how to make your channel more popular and stuff, but I think sometimes either you got it or you don't. So some people pop in and say, why don't you have like millions of subscribers? And I don't know. I'm guessing it just kind of comes down to I don't have like the editing skills and that kind of thing. Hopefully I can learn it eventually. Oh, bye, May. Good to see you too, travel agent. Thanks for coming in. Anyway, so YouTube is getting rid of their editor, and that's what I've been using, which is more convenient for me because I can upload straight to YouTube and then get on my computer and put the clips together from there. And I actually figured out how to use it without too much trouble. But my son downloaded something called, I think, Sony Vegas something, and it should be really simple just to be able to move the clips around, but it's not. It'll actually kind of overlap them instead. And I do quite a bit of moving clips around, and I saw this beginner tutorial on how to use the thing, and it didn't even cover how to move the clips. And there were other people leaving comments that said, how do you move the clips? And yeah, that's my same frustration. So if I can't figure that one out soon, I'll have to use something else. But I think my son spent some money on that one. Maybe he can show me. It seems like kids are more intuitive about those things, but it seems like it should be simple just to move clips from one end of the video to another. Little piece, just don't talk about death. Yeah, let's not talk about death. It seems like I've had a lot more people lately losing family members. It's kind of sad. So I can't look right now. How many subscribers do I have? Do I still have 25 to go till 5,000? What is my real name? It's Princess Buttercup. I thought we covered that. Little piece, your sons have to show you stuff all the time. Yeah, I know I'm still at 4K something, but earlier I had 25 to go until 5,000. Okay, 4,977, so less than 25 now. I never did do a celebration for my 4,000 because lots of hard things were happening at the time. That's right. I have 23 left to go. Don't make me do math. What usually happens is when I'm getting close to a milestone, I'll be just super, super close, and then the numbers will dip down for a bit and then go back up. But I like to get a screenshot as soon as it hits that exact number, and so I'll start looking at it obsessively. Now I'm making a documentary according to this feature here. You can buy subscribers, but does that mean they'd actually want to watch? Because you don't make money from people subscribing, you make money from people actually watching the ads. I think a lot of people think you get like $1 per view or something, but that is not how it goes. How old am I? How old do I look? Oh, that's fun. Are you scared to ask? Or rather, are you scared to guess? Yeah, people have to watch the whole ad for it to count, I believe. And then a lot of people have ad blocker, and so they won't see any ads. You do make a fraction, I think, from YouTube Red. Hi, Ryan. Okay, so how old am I? Some of you probably already know. 30? No, I'm not 30. 87. Yes, correct. I am 87 years old. Oh, thanks, little piece. I am not 24, but thank you. Other YouTubers get different play buttons. Yeah, I think, I don't think you get a play button until, is it 10,000? Oh, thanks, Pisty. Yeah, really soon after my husband and I got married, I went to a grocery store and they were handing out samples, and I asked for a sample, and the lady said, "Are you here with your parents?" And I said, "No." She goes, "Oh, well, I can't give this to you then." And I said, "Well, I moved out of the house when I got married." I've always had like the chubby cheeks, so kind of a baby face. I'm actually 42. Hi, Panda. Hi, Anne-Marie. So I was just thinking about you today when I was looking at an old video and saw one of your comments, and I was thinking, oh, I haven't heard from her in a while. Thank you. It helps that I get acne still, and that makes me look younger. Elisa, I'm going to guess that you are 29. Also, when I would go on airplanes, I always ended up in the emergency exit aisle, and the flight attendant would come by and say, "You know, you have to be 14 to sit here." And I was like 21 at the time, and I go, "Yeah, I know." And she pauses and goes, "You're at least 14? "Yeah." I said, "Do you want to see some ID so I can sit in this aisle?" And there was another time where there was a kid sitting there, and the flight attendant said, "I'll give free drinks to whoever agrees to trade places and sit in the emergency aisle." And so, of course, that attracted the one alcoholic on the plane, and he drank so much, there's no way he would have been able to open the hatch if he needed to. That did not make any sense. I think the 14 or 13-year-old kid could have opened the door better than that guy. And one time when I was sitting in that aisle, the seats were facing each other, and this guy kept touching my feet with his feet, and I would move my feet, and then his feet were by my feet again, and I finally just brought my legs up and sat with my legs crossed as a little subtle hint to the guy, like, stop touching my feet. Thank you. I could probably do a whole video on airplane experiences. I think I've lost some comments here. Oh, this is falling. I have my music stand propped up and my tablet sitting on top of a hymn book. Fenner says, I called a scammer to confront him, and he was like, I make more money than you. They claim they make a lot of money. I'm guessing they personally don't make a lot of money, but whoever they're working for makes a lot of money. Supposedly they scam people for millions of dollars a year. One guy I talked to, he goes, I have lots of land, lots of house, lots of... Well, he didn't say women, he said something rude. So he was pretty braggy about how much he supposedly makes. Do I have a photographic memory? Some of my friends kind of think I do, or they just think I have a really good memory in general. I tend to remember things that no one else does. Catherine, you saw iTunes cards at the post office? Okay, I missed some comments up here. Little Piece says you currently have 147% broadcast approval rating. I don't even know where I find that. Where did you find that at? Hi Ryan, you're from Bakersfield. Is that in Oregon or California? Or neither? Oh, Fenner, I did not try to vomit. That would be horrible. But I did try to make it sound real by... I had that extra mug of water and was pouring it into the bowl. And Granny says, I'm the answer to life, 42. That's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? So what are you guys making for dinner? Well, those of you who are still making dinner. It's been too hot to cook here. It's getting annoying. So my husband, he used to look a lot younger too, and then he grew a beard, and the beard was a lot grayer than the rest of his hair. We were at a church activity when a friend said to me, it's freaking me out how old he looks with that beard. And I said, oh, does that make me look old by association? And she goes, no, you just look like his young, slutty wife. Okay, I got this thing propped back up, I think, okay. All right. Checking more of these comments. I actually have met a girl with photographic memory. She worked at the Playland at Fred Meyer, and I hadn't taken my kids there for probably a year, and she immediately remembered us and our last name. And I said, do you have a photographic memory? And she goes, yeah. And she could do so many amazing things with that, but she loves working in the Playland. Aquamarine says, do you know that feeling when you get a new electronic? Yes, I do have a new electronic. It's a feeling of happiness, but also confusion as you try to learn how to use it. Oh, someone's coming up behind me. Who is it? Hi. Oh, you want to watch Chicken Little?
Come on.
What are you guys watching right now? Okay. Here you go. Come say hi. Can you say hi? Can you say hi to everyone?
No.
Can you sing Let It Go? Yeah? Okay. Sing Let It Go. You're just licking the air. Let it go, let it go. Did you just lick me? Okay, I think do not lick my face. Stop it. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Okay, let's go put on Chicken Little. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the fun comments and questions. We'll see you later.